Welcome back to our daily dose of empowerment. Today, you are transforming your old self. You are taking the right steps to learn how to become a better version of yourself. This video will help you set your mind on a transformative path. You are rewriting your future one amazing step at a time. Today, we will discuss the following concepts. 1. How to audit your mindset. Stop waiting for the perfect mood or a burst of motivation. Accept right now that you will have to do things when you are tired, stressed, or uninspired. 2. Pick exactly one goal. Do not try to change your entire life overnight. Choose just one habit to focus on for the next 7 days to avoid burnout. 3. Focus on the system, not the goal. Define the exact daily action required for your goal. Set up your environment so that executing this action requires as little friction as possible. 4. Start incredibly small. Commit to a micro step that takes less than 5 to 10 minutes. Example, read just one page, do a 5-minute stretch, write one paragraph. 5. Stop negotiating with yourself. When it's time to act, do not ask yourself, do I feel like doing this today? Reframe the question to, what needs to be done today? And execute immediately. 6. Force the action. First, remind yourself that action creates momentum, and momentum creates motivation. If you don't feel ready, start messy anyway. The feeling of accomplishment will follow the work. What if I told you the confident, successful, peaceful woman you're trying so hard to become already exists? She's not waiting for the perfect time. She's not waiting until she loses the weight. She's not waiting until she has more money. The only difference between you and her is the decisions you're making today. Let's meet her. Every woman has two versions of herself, the one she is today and the one she dreams about becoming. The girl who wakes up early, the girl who walks into every room with confidence, the one who starts the business, the one who stops apologizing, the one who loves herself, the one who finally keeps promises to herself. Most people believe they have to create this version from scratch. But that's not true. She already exists. She's simply hidden beneath fear, old habits, comfort, and excuses. Today's video is about becoming the version of yourself that's been waiting for you all along. Principle 1, stop chasing her. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They treat their future self like she's someone completely different. I'll become confident one day. I'll become disciplined someday. I'll become successful when... No, future you isn't someone you're chasing. She's someone you're revealing. In her viral memoir, Becoming, Michelle Obama wrote, "Becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. It's a forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously toward a better self." Think about a sculptor. When they create a statue, they aren't adding the statue. They're removing everything that isn't the statue. Michelangelo once said, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." That's exactly how personal growth works. You don't become someone new. You remove everything that was never you. Principle 2, she thinks differently. Imagine meeting your future self today. What would she tell you? Would she scroll TikTok for 3 hours? Would she keep texting someone who clearly doesn't value her? Would she keep saying, "I'll start Monday"? Probably not. She would make different choices. Not because she's lucky, not because life became easier, but because she thinks differently. In her groundbreaking book Mindset, Dr. Carol Dweck explains that people with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities to expand, not as proof of failure. Successful women don't wait until they feel motivated. They make decisions based on identity. Instead of asking, "What do I feel like doing?" they ask, "What would the woman I'm becoming choose?" Example, when the alarm goes off at 6 a.m., the old version asks, "Am I tired?" and hits snooze. The future version asks, "Does the woman building her dream business stay in bed?" And she throws off the covers. That single question changes everything. Principle 3, your identity creates your life. Every action is a vote, every workout, every book, every healthy meal, every difficult conversation, every morning you get out of bed instead of pressing snooze. You're casting votes for your future identity. James Clear writes about this in Atomic Habits. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. Your habits don't just change your life, they prove who you believe you are. If you constantly break promises to yourself, your brain starts believing, I'm someone who quits. But every tiny promise you keep builds evidence. I'm someone who follows through. Confidence isn't born overnight. It's earned through repeated proof. Principle 4, stop waiting for permission. Here's something no one tells you. The world rarely gives permission. You give it to yourself. No one announces, congratulations, you are now confident enough. No one emails you saying, you may now start your business. No one crowns you before you begin. In her viral bestseller, The 5-Second Rule, Mel Robbins says, if you only act when you feel like it, you will never get what you want. You have to force yourself to step into the fire. The women you admire? They started scared. Example, think of Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She had no experience in fashion or business and was selling fax machines door to door. She didn't wait for a sign or an investor to validate her. She used her $5,000 savings and started in her apartment. They posted the first video. They launched with mistakes. They spoke before they felt ready. Confidence follows action, not the other way around. Principle 5, romanticize your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine her. Where does she wake up? How does she dress? How does she speak? How does she walk? What books does she read? Who does she spend time with? How does she treat herself? Now here's the important part. Stop admiring her. Start acting like her. In The Mountain Is You, Brianna Wiest writes, your new life is going to cost you your old one. It's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. But the self-made version of you is waiting on the other side. Buy the notebook she'd buy. Read what she'd read. Walk how she'd walk. Speak how she'd speak. You don't need permission to embody her today. Principle 6, small choices build extraordinary lives. People overestimate dramatic transformations, but life changes quietly. One workout, one saved dollar, one chapter, one difficult conversation, one early morning, one healthy meal, one no, one yes. In the viral manifestation book, 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think, we are reminded that true self-care isn't just bubble baths. It's making choices that don't require you to constantly escape your life. One courageous decision builds on another. One day becomes a week becomes a month becomes a year. Then people call you lucky. They never saw the tiny choices. Principle 7, let go of the old version. Growth requires grief. Sometimes becoming her means saying goodbye to the version that kept you safe. The people who no longer fit, the habits that comforted you, the excuses that protected you, the fear that kept you small. As the legendary poet Maya Angelou beautifully said, we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. It may even be necessary to encounter the defeat so that we can know who we are. You cannot hold both versions forever. Eventually, you must choose comfort or growth, average or extraordinary, fear or possibility. Finally, here's what I want you to remember. The woman you dream about already exists. She's already inside you. She's waiting for you to stop doubting yourself. She's waiting for you to keep one promise, then another, until one day you wake up, look in the mirror, and realize you've become her. Not because life changed, but because you did. If this message found you at the right time, leave a comment below and finish this sentence. The future version of me starts today by blank. Write one action you'll take in the next 24 hours, because transformation doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins with one decision. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for weekly videos on confidence, feminine growth, discipline, and becoming the woman you're meant to be. Remember, the girl you want to become isn't waiting somewhere in the future. She's waiting for you to choose her today. See you in the next video.